ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to this amazing channel. My name is Duncan. Today, I am going to do something slightly different from what you're used to. My channel is known for economics, finance, countries, economies, governments, corporations. But today, I'm going to touch a bit on businesses. I came across this book called my Personal MBA, and I found some very important information in there. And I thought, why shouldn't I share this information with my subscribers, with my viewers? And I hope it will make a difference in your life. I hope it will make a difference in your business. Remember, this channel is a place where we come to get educated, to get informed, to get empowered, and share the knowledge with the rest of the world. Now, what I'm going to talk about today is this. So many people who open businesses, so many people who own businesses, normally I think they forget one thing that is very important and critical when you're deciding the type of business you're going to set up, or when you're deciding what business you're going to run. And today I'm going to tell you this. Human beings are predictable. There is a way in which human beings behave. They are driven by certain factors. And when you know those factors, then it will inform you very well on the kind of businesses that you're going to set up. It will inform you on how you're going to build your business strategies for you to be able to be successful as a businessman or woman. Now, please understand this. Someone by the name Abraham Maslow in 1943 once said that human beings have needs, and their needs are structured in 6 layers. I think there are 5 or 6 layers. At the bottom of that hierarchy, he put physiological needs, that human beings first of all want to survive. Survival is the first thing they look at. And then after they're done with survival, then they can think about safety. Think about it this way. Before you start even thinking about the safety of the environment which you live in, you first of all ask yourself, do I even have a place to live in the first place? So you must know where you're going to live before you even think about the safety of the area. Food. People who are hungry will not think about how safe the food is. They will first of all think of how they can satisfy their stomachs before they can think about how safe that food is. After you've thought about your safety, then you look at your belonging, love. When you're full and you have a place to live and you feel safe, then you start thinking, why can't I spend more time with people? Why can't I spend more time with friends, with family and all that? Then when friends come and you have family, then you start suffering from something called esteem. Am I good enough to belong to this group? Am I good enough to belong to this family? Those are needs above belonging. And then finally, once you have your physiological needs sorted, once you have your safety needs sorted, once you have your belonging and love, and then you have your self-esteem assured, then you start thinking of, how do I self-actualize? How do I get the best out of this life? How do I grow to become the best version of myself? So anytime you're thinking of a business, ask yourself, which level of the hierarchy of needs of the human beings am I trying to solve, or am I trying to fulfill? But remember, at those different levels, there are several drives. These are the things that drive human beings to want to belong, to want to satisfy their physiological needs. There are some things that drive people towards wanting to fulfill those needs. And once you master those things, then you are able to build a business that is going to directly answer or meet the needs of the people. Now, let me take you through the most basic drives, things that drive the mind of a human consumer or a human being. Number 1, a human being always has a drive to acquire. We want to acquire as much as we can. We want to get we want to own houses. We want to get the best clothes. We want to own cars. We want to acquire status. We just want to acquire. We just want to bring as much as we can towards ourselves. There is normally that basic desire to just acquire stuff. Businesses that have molded themselves towards fulfilling this need are businesses like, for example, retailers. Have you ever thought about supermarkets? Supermarkets are the perfect example of a business that is modeled towards meeting your drive to acquire. Yeah? even the way they are built, even the way the ambience, even the way they attract you, even the colors, they just make you want to spend your money as soon as you step inside. Yeah, there are several other businesses. Think about investment brokers. They promise you wealth because you just want to acquire wealth. These people package their assets in such a way that you feel you just want to acquire that wealth to guarantee you a promising and successful future. Yeah. So when you're thinking about coming up with a business idea around this drive to acquire, just think through some of the businesses that are already existing and look at ways in which they're taking advantage of that. The second drive for a human being is the drive to bond. We want to belong. We want to be associated with specific people. We want to be loved. We want to have friends, and not only friends, but great friends. That desire to have bond, that desire to have friends around us is what has driven businessmen into building businesses like restaurants. Restaurants are built to meet your exact need of bonding. You want an ambience that can make you as a man to convince a woman that you are the right person for her. Restaurants understand that. And so when you're thinking about building businesses around the drive of the human being to bond, then you have to put yourself in their shoe. Like when I want to bond, what kind of environment do I want to belong? Think about cafeterias. Think about dating services, dating sites. Dating sites are milking money out of people because they understand that human beings have that deep desire to want to bond and to meet new people. Yeah. So that is the second one. The third, the drive to learn. No one is hungry for knowledge as a human being who wants to get better. No one is hungry for new information like a human being. Human beings desire information, something that they didn't know. And the moment you build a business around the knowledge that they desire, I'll give you an example. You are watching me right now because deep inside of you, there's something that wants to learn. There's something that is craving new information, that is craving a new perspective. You want to understand life from a different angle than what you know. And that is why I am creating this channel, so that I can meet that need. And the more you are able to meet that need, the more you grow. My YouTube channel will grow for as long as I give people what their minds desire. And that is one of the other ways you can build a business around that. Think about academic institutions. Think about YouTube channels, like I've told you, social media. Think about book publishers. They are basically tapping into that drive to learn. The fourth driver of human beings is the drive to defend. People have intrinsically a deep desire to feel safe. So they will do whatever it takes to protect themselves. They will do whatever it takes to protect the people they love. And as such, people build businesses around that need. Think about security companies. Think about alarm systems and all that. Think about lawyers. Law as a career is premised on the deep desire for people to feel like they are protected. As soon as I have any issue, I want to believe that my lawyer will be there to help me maneuver through the issue. And that is why you have, first of all, to understand what is driving this human being before you think of setting up a business. Is it the deep desire to feel safe, to defend themselves? Then as you package the business to meet that exact need. Put yourself in the position or in the situation of the person who is trying to defend himself. And then think about how far can you go towards defending yourself in that position. And then you create now a business solution for that. Now, the final one is the drive to feel. And this is the newest and the most expensive in terms of how much human beings are willing to put in to this space. The drive to feel excitement. The drive to feel emotional connection of excitement, of pleasure, yeah, of just entertainment. Yeah, this is a big driver because it is used basically as a recreational drive, But in the modern world where there's a lot of pressure for survival, there's a lot of pressure, and there's more loneliness as the world continues to modernize, people tend to look for things that will give them pleasure. So they spend a lot of money on movie theaters. They spend a lot of money on Netflix. They spend a lot of money on sites, on social media platforms, on WhatsApp, on TikTok, on Facebook, because there is a deep desire for them to just feel emotional excitement. And the new world order has realized that there is a big opportunity and they can milk human beings enough from this single desire. Now, this desire can be destructive and it needs to be monitored. Otherwise, you will spend your entire income trying to find someone who can satisfy or something that can satisfy this deep desire. So as you think through your business, think through this. Are you trying to build a business that is going to satisfy the human need of feeling? And most businesses in the modern world, most successful businesses, the mega businesses, are built on the premise of trying to satisfy the human need to feel. Now, those are the 5 most important, in fact, they are the only drivers of human consumption. So if you have a business and you're trying to build a business, think through those 5 and then now come up with a business model. I will tell you this, the most successful businesses are not built on trying to satisfy only one human drive. The most successful businesses are built on trying to satisfy as many drives as possible. When you have a business that can educate, while at the same time give someone emotional excitement, while at the same time give someone the feel of bonding, then you have met almost 3 out of the 5 drives. And human beings will be very comfortable and ready to spend for them to just feel that drive is fulfilled. So I ask you again to think through your business models, think through the idea that you have and which of those drives are you trying to fulfill, and then you can come up with a successful business plan and model. Thank you very much. Remember to subscribe. Remember to subscribe, guys. We are trying to grow this channel, and the more we are, the better, because we share and we embrace education, we embrace information, and we're able to grow each other. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you again on the next video. Thank you.